Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another video brought to you by Game Glitches. Today we're gonna take a look at how can one set up their own the forest server with up to 128 people, but please be warned, we don't recommend past 32 because the server is staged to lag because each of those people is doing something. And unfortunately, you yourself have to be in the game to host the server, which also causes a lot of stress on your computer. So, without further ado, let's jump to it. In the description below in my video, you will find a current link to a tiny upload where you have to download an assembly sharp file. After you have went there and downloaded the file, you have now need to continue to the forest folder. Now, please navigate to your Steam folder. After you're in your Steam folder, go to the forest folder. Whoops. Then please proceed to the forest data. Then manage. And right here you would drag and drop the assembly sharp file that you have already downloaded from the link below. Please note that this is just a bunch of examples. You could rename your assembly sharp file, the old one, into anything you want, so you know which one it is that you downloaded. So you could always even downgrade your own patch if you just archive them like I did right here. All you do is just right click on a then go rename, and then just add any kind of letters or numbers to it, and then drag and drop from your download folder our assembly-c# file that should be no more than few kilobytes greater than the current assembly C# file. Once you have downloaded and put this C# assembly file here, you're not out of the woods yet. This is where a lot of people are having difficulties now. Into the forest folder right here where you have the server log. Speaking of which, we have also updated the server log to represent more information. But you know, that's for now. I'll leave that to the end of the video after I have finished explaining how to setting up the server. Now, right click in the forest folder, anywhere, just white space. You see all this white space? Yes. Then go right click, then go to new, and then create a text file. Voila, new text document. This is what we mean by .txt. You don't need to create some weird file named .txt something. Now, you actually make a text file. Now, right here, this is it. All you gotta do is name it server. And then click anywhere else on the white area or space, and it will automatically save it for you there. I mean, you know, it will stop overwriting it, and now you have a nice clean 0 bytes.txt. Now double click that. Whoops, it opened up in the window. And inside this file, all you gotta do is put in any amount of people up to 128 into it. So if you want 4 people, you put in 4. Then you save and you 8, any amount. I usually go with 32. If you try to go with 128 or up to 64 and over, unless you have a remarkably expensive machine and incredibly stable internet connection, which severely would not recommend it. 32 seems to be a safe zone area where you could still play as your host legitimately without lagging yourself out of the game. After that, just click save. Or Control S on your keyboard, or just try to close it and it will ask you to save, and voila, now you have created a file which is gonna be between 1 and 3 bytes, whatever, 4. I want to again say a special thanks to The Revolution for working very hard on this patch. He's now fortunately is getting help from different other sources. It's not my place to name who they are. It's up to, if he wants to disclose them, that's up to him. But nonetheless, the guys and gals are doing an amazing job at what they've been doing. It's basic. The game has definitely became a lot more fun, in my opinion, when you're not by yourself, but you're actually in a village. It's now feels like more of a village versus a village. And from what I have been seeing, Lambda Revolution has even went further and is picking up a pace on how he's progressing on his modding of the game. He's also planning to release an installer, but that's still in the works. So you don't even have to really download file, and it will automatically patch for you to have multiplayer co-op. But that is still not 100% guaranteed. But in any case, I just wanted to personally thank him, say that he's doing an amazing job, that he should definitely keep up a good work, and everybody should definitely have fun in this game. Thank you all for tuning in, and all have a good night. And don't forget that I will have the latest assembly file always including at the bottom of this video. I will make sure that this video is always updated in its description, so you will always have the latest assembly file. And once the patcher will be released in the future, I will completely replace that link with, of course, a direct link to the installer altogether, to save you guys a hassle that he's planning on doing. Again, please click like, please click subscribe, and please share my video to make everyone's life more easier, so everyone can host for their friends, so that everybody can play a massive multiplayer of the forest. We're gonna turn it into an MMO rather than co-op. Let's do it, guys.